Milsurp Garage. Thought I would get in here and do a video on how to do a little bit of a deeper cleaning on a Glock. This is a Glock 17 Gen 5 that we got here. And normally, you clear it, you do your takedown, you clean in here, get out your spring, your barrel, clean in that stuff, clean in here, clean the face, and then we're ready for reassembly. Now, you don't have to do this kind of cleaning every single time, but every once in a while, you should get in there a little bit deeper. Let's take a look on how to do that. There's a lot of mystery, but you do not have to be afraid. If you look in here, you're going to see a little collar, plastic collar around the striker right here. That plastic collar has to be pulled down, and I like to use something like this. Sometimes it breaks off, and then maybe little pieces of wood come off. People say that's no good. Listen, it's better than screwdriver damage on this plastic or anything like that. This wood would never damage this plastic like by scratching it up. You want to pull that collar down, and that's going to release the rear plate here where you'll be able to slide it up. So it's kind of like a motion where this is like a practice motion. You're pulling this down, and you could even get your fingernail under it if you have to. Somehow, you slide that plate up. You fiddle around with it, you'll get it. This collar has to go all the way down, even like flush with the housing. And then you'll see that this will slide. Once you get it to move up a little bit, you're good. Don't slide it all the way, just a little. And then you reset yourself so that you could watch this. Some stuff spring-loaded in here. So you want to make sure when you pull that off, you just capture everything. So now you got your rear plate. I'm going to assemble some more parts over here. This is not what we're used to getting in here and cleaning. Pull out the striker assembly. My nomenclature is terrible. I should have, brushed all up on it and have it on a piece of paper next to me, but I'm just going to be doing a lot of this thing, that thing. So this thing goes here. This thing goes here. And these can be disassembled. You could pop this spring off of this shaft here, and there's a plastic tip on here you could clean, but it's not really necessary because if you just take a rag like this and you just get in here and you wipe these springs, you're going to get what's on the spring and what's on behind the spring. You're going to be able to, get in there. And then these things, just light oil with your fingertips. No oil dripping all over everything. Over here, here's your extractor. And I pulled it up in the spring, and the plunger just shot across the table. Hold on a second. Yeah, you want to work in an area that's, you don't want to be cleaning this on a subway train. You know what I mean? You want to work on an area where you have a table. This plunger is a little spring loaded. You probably want to press the plunger in, is how I usually do it. You press the plunger in with your finger and the extractor just kind of falls out. But if you pull the extractor, then this is spring loaded, so that kind of shoots out. Anyway, this spring comes out of here. Don't be too worried if the spring falls out. You could kind of rotate this like you're screwing it, and it sticks back in there again. Kind of like to have it stuck in. Pop it out, clean out the channel that it sits in, the spring. And there you go. And there's the extractor. This is the group of parts that you're going to have here that you lightly oil, clean off real good with a toothbrush or something, lightly oil, and put that stuff off on the side. Now this guy, the interesting thing here now is that you have a couple of channels back here. The small one, the big one, and you have this whole extractor channel here. This is all inside, and different Glocks are different. You see there kind of a lot of little design differences in here with how this is all. I know my Glock that's in 45 cal is a little bit different than the smaller ones like the 42, but they basically follow the same thing. This procedure right here, you won't have to deviate from it much. Little parts, little differences in how it works and how it goes together, but that's pretty much it. The important part is to get inside these channels and clean them out. You figure out how to do that. I mean, I have like dentistry tools, and I have, even this right here that I'm using, I could take a patch and a 30 caliber, cleaning patch, and push it down in here and rotate this to get in there really good. And you'll see these patches are going to come out all dirty. But this dowel fits inside this other one here, but the dowel just about fits in there. You're not going to be able to push a patch through, so you'd need something much smaller. You could even just spray out these orifices here with gun scrubber real good, then compressed air, and then just get in there with patches, oiled patches, and just push them in somehow, and just lightly oil that stuff out. But you're going to be amazed if you just use patches. You're going to be amazed at the amount of gunk that comes out of these channels if you haven't been in there for a while. And then reassembly, you don't have to be scared. This is nice and easy. You're going to want to do this all the time now. This plunger right here has like a half moon on one side and a squared off on the other side. And like I said, some of them are different, but the 17 works like that. You put it in with the squared off side towards the extractor. Let's see if I got it in that way. You got squared off side towards the extractor, and you should be able to push it all the way down. Then you just drop the extractor. Round part goes inside that round hole, and you just drop the extractor in there, hold it in with your thumb, push this plunger down, and boom, it's going to lock right in there. Then you take this guy, again lightly oiled, with the steel part facing forward. It's kind of counterintuitive. It looks almost like as if the springy part should be pushing against something, but it doesn't. It goes that way. Metal first. Goes inside this small channel. Holds up against there. Again here, lightly oiled, the spring. No, don't have it all dripping wet. Should be lightly oiled in the channel, lightly oiled on this part. And this guy sits in here. So now you're going to have everything back together, but this stuff is all spring loaded, and it's going to be sticking out of here, if you see. So your side, the rear plate here goes on just a certain way. It goes on this way. You're going to be able to get it into position and get it like kind of staged, like where it goes. And when you do that, first, the plastic ring. Secondly is going to be the smaller plunger. You put a little downward pressure here. First, you push behind it, the plastic ring. It's going to drop down a little bit. Then you get the plunger. It's going to drop down a little bit more, and it's going to go behind both. And once you get it behind both, you have it like that, you want to hear a click. If you push it up like that and it clicks, you're good. If you push it and it just slides in and it doesn't click, you got to kind of still manipulate it around a little bit until you hear the striker will kind of like click into the little locating ring that it has on the back. And then you're good. That's it. Now, of course, you got, your barrel back, your recoil spring. Your frame. Listen to how snappy that sounds now. That's how you get it like that. And maybe it's never been that clean for you, right? Hopefully that's a good thing for you. Now you're going to go take all your Glocks and take them apart and clean all that stuff out, right? Be a lot of dirty patches tonight. Y'all take care.